podcast. I'm here with my guest,
Monique Glover.
Yes. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Would you like to tell the people a little about yourself?
Well, my name is Monique Glover. I am the owner of LaMonique Cosmetics, an entrepreneur. I love to work with the community, donate products to one of the causes that's near and dear to my heart, which is domestic violence. I donate to domestic violence shelters. I am a survivor, and I'm happy to be here.
Thank you for joining us. All right, so let's get started. I don't want to keep it too long. How did you turn LaMonique Cosmetics into a rival sensation?
Social media has been a great help, especially during the pandemic. I had to pivot because a lot of my sales were coming through direct sales from vending.
Okay.
So I turned to social media, and I learned how to create ads, creative dynamic ads. And through that, I was able to, broaden my consumer base and just become popular from there.
You edit your own videos?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes.
Took you a long time to learn how to do
Yes, it did. Yes.
I'm in that process now.
Okay.
What kind of trials and tribulations did you face?
Some of the trials that I faced was learning my consumer base.
Okay.
Although my products are geared towards African American women, I find that a larger portion of my consumers are of other races, other nationalities, and you have to learn how to target your consumer. Mm-hmm. That's one of the hardest trials that I went through.
Yeah. I looked you up and everything. I seen you on Good Morning America.
Yes.
I seen pictures of a bunch of celebrities.
Yes.
How did that feel?
It feels great, knowing that people actually try the products, they love the products. It's not just me, because I am the owner and the creator, saying that the products are good, but when you have that reaction from other people who are non-biased, it feels wonderful.
What makes LaMonique Cosmetics stand out in the beauty market?
The products stand out in the beauty market because they are truly clean cosmetics. I have a line of loose mineral eyeshadows that are so pure they can be added to the eyes as well as the lips because they're non-toxic.
Okay. That word I was looking for was saturated. I couldn't get it out. All right. So yeah. So like for me, for example, certain product I can't put on my face and I would break out. I used some lotion recently, and I think it was lavender or something like that.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I used that, and I used it, and my whole hands just started breaking out, and it's still not fully.
Wow.
So now I just look at it, and I'm thinking about writing them a letter. I just didn't do it yet. I don't know why I did that. No other lotion ever did that to me at all, but it's something that lotion that made my hand dry up real fast and start cracking.
Sometimes it's the preservatives. A lot of products contain preservatives, which is one of the things, the natural anti-microbials that are in my products. Natural anti-microbials alleviates the need for synthetic preservatives.
Okay.
And that's one of the aspects that make my products hypoallergenic, where it doesn't react to the skin and make people break out. But that's pretty much some of the things that do cause a lot of irritants in the skin.
Why do companies don't make more healthy products? Why they gotta put all that stuff in there? It's just
Well, with mass marketing, a lot of preservatives are put into things so they have a longer shelf life. Mm-hmm. It's cheaper, it's cost effective. My products do have a high price point because they are clean products and they are manufactured here in the United States, which makes it harder for me to contract with big retailers because they want to purchase at a lower price point. So that's why a lot of major corporations, they go for the easier, cheaper way out in order to mass produce and to sell, to the big retailers.
You thought about getting your own storefront?
I've thought about it. It does take a lot of work. I'm currently on Amazon. I do have a Shopify account. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Descara. So I do have a lot of e-commerce sites that I do sell from, and that's been working pretty well.
Yeah, I do Etsy, Amazon too. I do coloring books. I got merch on Etsy. See what else. I don't know. I just stopped using them because I wasn't getting no, and I wasn't able to promote it. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna put this on the back burner. And then once I start promoting, I start promoting. merchandise and stuff like that. Because I was just paying the bill, not getting nobody money. If it's
Well, we have to talk about that. I'm gonna help you work on creating some ads. We'll do some A/B ad testing on social media, because social media has been a wonderful platform for me. Facebook, the Meta community has been very supportive. So we can definitely work on that.
Yes, definitely. I'm trying to do everything differently. My presentation, the way I speak. But it always don't work.
It'll work. Everything takes time, and it's always best to be yourself, be natural, because that's what's best.
That's all I can do is be myself.
Yes.
So have you tried your own products? Do you use your own products?
Yes,
yourself?
I'm wearing my eyeshadows now.
Okay.
Currently, we're running a promotion with the Deja Vu syndicated radio talk show. She's on 107.5 WBLS. It's a holiday giveaway, and my eyeshadows will be a part of that package along with other great brands.
Do you think other people that create brands use their own products?
I can't say, honestly. Some of the ingredients that I've seen, and especially in the cosmetics world, a lot of people don't know, but there are brands that were started by men. Mm-hmm. A lot of the larger brands and a lot of the corporations, they're owned by men. Yes. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I seen an ad about that. Like most men own mostly the fashion industry. Period.
Yes.
From clothes to sunglasses
to hair,
to makeup,
everything.
To hair.
Yes.
They own everything, and they part of the community.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Can LaMonique Cosmetics anti-microbial and anti-inflammatory properties revolutionize skincare?
Yes. Because I think the more that people become health conscious, the more that they're reading ingredients, and they want to have things that are clean, non-toxic. You need to be aware that everything you do put on your skin does seep into your pores. It does go into the bloodstream. So having products that have natural antimicrobials, that they're not just good for the skin, but also they help to prevent breakouts. If you have a skin that is very problematic, mm-hmm. and you have a lot of acne, it's not just like my foundations don't just cover up the problems, it also helps to heal it over time.
I see that a lot, the bumps on the cheeks.
Mm-hmm.
Why did that happen?
It's just different things. Some people have acne, some people have ingrown hairs. There's different reasons.
It's not the makeup?
Well, I don't know what they're using, so it could be, but there's all different reasons.
Can they get rid of it?
Eventually. There's all kinds of different techniques as far as laser skin treatments and things like that.
That's when you seen it was done? Like people that you know personally that had it? And
I've seen people, especially people that work in Hollywood, they do all kinds of treatments mm-hmm. for their skin to help it look, newborn, yes. that clean look. But overall, using certain products will help clear up the skin. Yes,
yeah. Definitely. Okay. Let's see. What secrets behind LaMonique Cosmetics 100% non-comedogenic and acne-genic formulas?
That goes back to the natural antimicrobials. It's not comedogenic because it doesn't clog the pores.
Okay.
So that's one of the properties of the products, and just being hypoallergenic, so there's no breakouts. It's been clinically tested, and yeah. That's
okay.
just about it.
Do you see yourself being as big as L'Oreal and or the other companies?
I would like to be. Last December, I was invited out to the White House.
Okay.
So I do have an export officer we're currently working to try to get the products exported overseas and have distribution over there. It's a long process, but I have, we're steadfast and we're working hard on that.
What's your opinions on Biden? Did you meet Biden when you was at the White House?
No, I did not meet Biden. I really don't have any political opinions. There's a lot going on. And so I just kind of, I watch the news. I stay abreast of the things that are going on, but I really don't have any personal political.
Me either. I don't plan on voting
right.
anytime soon. less Trump wrote. Like I wrote for Trump. Like I feel Trump was a good president. I feel like the people took it wrong with stuff that he's saying and all that. Cause I don't think Trump was really like a racist. You know, he made so many black people millionaires and billionaires, so he can't be that much of a racist if he making sure black people become filthy rich.
I'll keep my opinion to so I know that he is a businessman, but I never really delved into some of the things that he's done, you know.
I actually practiced some of the things he taught black people, and they do work.
Okay.
You know? So that's just my opinion. You know, I like Trump. You know, I don't agree with everything he does. Though.
Right.
You know?
Okay.
But as president, yeah, I made a lot of money when he was president. So
okay.
I like it.
Well, that's good. That's always a plus.
Let's see. What role did New York City cosmetic societies, suppliers, their events play in LaMonique journeys?
A very big role. The society,
Chemist Society.
yes,
Cosmetic Chemist Society.
the Chemist Society, they actually hold an event once a year, and I was able to attend, and I met with a lot of different cosmetic chemists, and I was able to find one that was willing to work with me to help me put my ideas into formulation and to be able to bring it into a physical product.
When y'all say chemistry and all that, I picture the valves and the stuff.
Yes,
around.
that's
it?
Yes, that's what cosmetic chemists to go to school for. They help to develop the color. They they come up with the formulations of what to add to keep the cosmetics to hold for 24 months to a year.
Okay.
And they do all of that to create the product.
So makeup do expires. It do go bad.
Yes.
What happens when it does go bad?
You should throw it away just like anything else. I do know people that have seasonings for years that definitely go bad. But yes, there's usually a little symbol on the back that says 24. That means it's good for 24 months. Okay. So yes, it does go bad just like anything. Even I do see an influx of people selling natural oils. Things that they create, and those also turn volatile. Even just natural oils, yeah, anything will turn eventually over time.
Leave a cologne? It
kind of gets rank a little bit after, but you ever had cologne for a really long time and it just...
No, not really. I always use it.
Okay, yeah, it kind of like dwindles, but nobody really knows what's in fragrance, right? Fragrance is just, there's no chemical aspect to it, it's just there. Yeah. So you have to wonder about that as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Learn something new every day. Okay, you into that. The impact, what the impact of social media ad campaigns on LaMonique Cosmetics success.
So the ads, the campaign ads, I can say this. When I first started, I was really struggling to create ads. But then I took all the steps that Meta and Meta Elevate taught me, which is there for the community. They have a page that's there for all business owners. It's a plug there. And I was able to use that, and my reach went from 200 to over 500,000.
Wow.
So the ads do work, and you don't have to spend a lot of money. You do use A/B testing to figure out who your consumer is, who your followers are, people that are interested in what you're doing, and that's what helps.
Yeah, when I did the ads on Instagram, they told me that so I always put 18 to probably 33. Or sometimes one of them I did 18 to 40 because I'm almost 40 years old. So I figure I stay in the age bracket of myself and plus younger people that like red pill and blue pill conversations.
Right.
All right. Do you got a Meta Universe ad VR?
I'm currently not in VR, but I was very honored to be invited to be a part of the Metaverse Small Business Subcommittee. Okay. I was able to go to Facebook headquarters in Menlo Park, California. They flew me out there. That was a great experience. And I'm just honored to be a part of the Meta community, the small business community where they provide support. And eventually, yes, I will be in VR. That is a goal of mine. That's 2024. We're coming. Yes.
That sounds amazing. I'm afraid of VR.
You are?
Yes.
Don't be afraid of it. VR and AI. It's new technology. It's always a little can be a little scary when it first starts out, but it's here. It's not going anywhere. So you better learn how to use it.
No, I love AI. It's my personal assistant. AI do everything for me.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm by myself right now, so I use AI for almost everything. But like VR, like you see a lot of I watch anime.
Okay.
A lot of anime is about stuff like that. You go into the game and you're stuck for the rest of your life. And so now you know you're in a dream or you're not in a dream. So I'm afraid, then you got the mark of the beast, stuff like that.
Over time, you'll get used to it. There's a lot going on with VR. There's stores, there's communities where you can walk through and click on something and purchase it right there in VR. So I think over time it's gonna be just like our cell phones. You'll get used to using it.
You seen Ready Player One?
No, I haven't.
You know
I haven't.
What it is?
Is that with Arnold Schwarzenegger? I'm not. Oh, okay, then no.
Ready Player One is basically a guy, the first trainer. He created a VR game,
Okay.
and when he dies, he started Easter egg, and whoever complete the Easter egg becomes the new basically president or CEO of the company.
Oh,
they own the company.
Okay.
So basically, people live in VR. So basically, it's this dystopian. People live on top of each other all the way up, and they got to climb down. People live on bridges. They got houses on bridges.
That's
now,
interesting.
stuff like that.
So it's an entire VR world.
Yes, and they also purchase everything inside. So you can buy your food from in there. You can buy your equipment from in there, and then it's delivered to your house. So that's why I brought it up because what you mentioned.
Okay.
You buy it, shopping, and buying. You should watch it. It's a very good movie.
Okay.
Let's see. What strategies does you employ in ensuring attending events align with LaMonique Cosmetics goals?
Well, I try to attend different vast events. Like there's no real particular type of event, but I have found that a lot of celebrities do take to the cosmetics. So it is helpful for me. I have been to the 2020 and the 2022 Oscar gifting suites. I went to the 2020 gifting suite right before COVID hit. So that was amazing. Sales were doing really well. And then everything shut down. Like the whole entire world shut down. So, but then we were invited back. And I find that helps a boost in sales. And that I just try to go. I do attend smaller events as well in the community. I do support the community. I support other causes. It just it depends on whether the timing is right and what the event is about.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I seen that you do pop-ups, right?
Yes.
How do those turn out?
I love pop-ups. I love pop-ups because I like meeting my customers. Okay. I just like to meet new people and be able to tell them directly about the products. What makes them so different, what makes them slightly better than other products. Because it's all about knowledge. Knowledge is power, and that's within your purchasing power. So you want to be able to spend your dollars on something that you know is helpful for you, as well as helpful to the community. LaMonique Cosmetics is an environmental equity company, so we don't contribute to toxic waste. My packaging is recyclable.
I was gonna get to that.
Yes, so there's a lot of things that's involved. It's not just makeup, so I like to be able to tell people about that.
Did anybody try to buy you out?
I've had phone calls. They haven't tried to buy me out completely, but I've had phone calls with different investors. As of now, I'm a solopreneur. It's self-funded, and I like it that way. I own everything 100%.
Yeah, I don't plan on giving none of my equity away at all.
Right.
Only because if you watch like how society goes, a black person would create something, somebody would offer them $100 million or something, and they sell it right away, and then they either use that money to be more successful, or they struggle and they lose on everything. I seen a lot of episodes of Shark Tank like that. People that had $1 million companies sold it, try to make a new company, and now they in a hole, and they on Shark Tank like, I need a loan. I need some
Well,
money.
it all depends on what your end game is. A lot of people do start a business for generational wealth. And when they do hit that certain dollar mark that they're aiming for, they will sell. Then they either invest or they do create another business or whatever it is. But some people are in it for that end game, particularly. And then you have others that, they just want to have a business that they pass down for generations and generations. But eventually you will come to a generation where they may not want to continue that business.
Yes.
So it all depends on what your end game is while you're in it.
Yeah, look at Jay-Z. Jay-Z sold every business he ever created or started. Diddy sold all his business, some of his businesses, but he also bought them back. Like Sean John, he sold it and bought it back, and now he in trouble. But
We won't talk about that.
Yeah, but you look at like Diddy, like Jay-Z, like I said, he sold every business he ever had, but he do got generational wealth. Because he make his money, and I guess once he start losing money in that business, he sells it instead of trying like to big it up. But like if you think about it, some of these companies been around hundreds of years, and all they do is buy more and more companies. That's why you got BlackRock, you got Vanguard, you got Cargill. Let me see, it's a Chinese company, and these companies basically own everything. From basically
They become conglomerates, yes. Yes.
And
That's why it's very important to know when you have a small business, when you're dealing with investors. You don't want to become that delusional share and become the smaller owner of the shares. Because once investors have the larger portion and the control, the more they invest, the more they have, the more control they have over your company. So people do end up selling because they end up working for a company that they have no say in, a company that they started.
yeah, like famous Amos. Perfect example.
Yeah.
What lessons did you learn from your journey in self-funding LaMonique Cosmetics?
Whew. Definitely start with a business plan. You will need lots of funding. So I would say try to save up as much as you can, spend wisely, know where to spend. And every business is different. What supplies do you need? And having a great business plan to start with will definitely help you in the long run. A solid business plan. Yes.
Yes, and I started. I had a couple $1,000, and I spent most of it on equipment. Like my equipment probably cost about 10 grand, something like that, 15,000, and then like you said, I didn't budget right. I didn't have a business plan. I just like, okay, I'm gonna start to get a logo. I'm gonna get the equipment. I'm gonna get a location. I'm gonna get people, and I'm gonna do this. And then over time, I realized editors, all editors not good.
That's right.
So I had to find another editor. Then I found another editor. A lot of money went into editing, paying editors. I paid one person to do find my guests for me. She did a good job, but the people wasn't boring. Was boring. They wasn't bringing really nothing to the table. It's just a lot of money went into stuff like that. And now that I'm more wiser, I'm like, damn, I gotta find more funding now. I gotta, so basically I got a regular job, and I use my regular job to pay, whatever I left from my bills, I use for the company.
Right. And that can be hard as well because, self-funding, like what portion of the money you have left over, you still need to be able to have fun yourself.
Yes.
You still need money to do things that you want to do outside of just constantly pouring into a business that you're building. It is your baby and you want to see it grow, but how can you make it grow without, running yourself dry at the same time? So it is very difficult. But there are grants out there. There's a lot of grants to apply for. And I would definitely say, start with that business plan and have a financial plan to go with it as well.
I talked to one investor recently, and I made the business plan, and so basically what I want to do is I want to be like ABC and all these other companies. So basically, I want cooking shows, I want reality shows, I want home improvement shows, podcasts, talk shows, news, game shows. I want all that and under my platform. And so I was talking to an investor, and I gave him my business plan, and he was like, "I think you should work on the podcast more." And like, but I really like the podcast. Like, I get guests now without me even trying now. So I just check my email, and I have 2, 3 people.
That's great.
So I'm like, okay, I don't need to do this. No, I don't have to look for guests anymore. They're coming to me now. So I need to move on to something else. So I want to do the game shows or something, and so I try to get funding for that because I don't want to spend my own money because I feel like if it don't work, like about $5,000 or something like that. So I know I didn't want to do it, but like I got a good plan for the game show, how I'm gonna set it up. I wrote my business plan. I just gotta implement it.
That's right.
And 2024 I will.
Definitely.
What's your greatest success story?
I have a lot of great stories since I've been on this entrepreneurial journey. A lot of great things have happened, but one of my proudest moments, I actually was interviewed by Vince Hudson, who is the marketer for the entire North American division of Meta. He's not just he's a former marketer for L'Oreal as well. So being interviewed by somebody who formerly worked in the cosmetics industry is amazing. But that was a great accomplishment for me because it let me know that I was actually being recognized on social media. They were watching and they saw the progress from the start. So that was amazing for me.
Have you ever got swindled?
I haven't gotten swindled, but in this industry, dealing with people, a lot of people want to collaborate. And a lot of times their definition of collaboration is you doing work for them for free. And so I can say that has happened. I've had a few disagreements with other entrepreneurs. Sometimes people aren't as professional as you would like them to be. But I've never gotten swindled, and I hope I don't. That's not a good thing.
I just told you about my story when me getting swindled by my editor.
Oh yeah.
But how many podcasts you been on? Dozens, hundreds?
I want to say about 12. My goal for this year was 20, but I've learned that quality over quantity. So I became a little more choosy about the podcasts that I've been on. People who really want to know the story instead of people just looking for a guest, but people who are really interested. Like I see you did your due diligence. You did a lot of research on the brand, and I appreciate that.
No problem.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It was. I had to go to different pages to find the stuff, but it wasn't hard at all. Okay. What impact has been what impact being featured in publications like Esquire magazine had on your brand?
It's been wonderful. It actually helps. Magazines, television. Those are the older forms of marketing. Before social media. So there are people that still read publications. It's helped me to get recognized. I've been, part of different groups. Forbes Black is a new Black community for entrepreneurs that I've been accepted as a member of, and it helps to spread the word. I have customers all the way out in Wisconsin and places that I've never heard of, so it really does help.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. You were talking about your packaging earlier. How do you approach sustainability in both products, formation, and packaging?
So as far as the product goes, they're mineral based, and I make sure with working with my manufacturer that the minerals are not coming from places that are being mined where they use child labor. That's something that's important to me. And then as far as the packaging, we make sure that everything's recyclable. And that it's not harmful to the ecosystem.
Okay. And when you get it back, they recycle. So when you get them, they recyclable, like how you see bottles in the store.
I purchased through my wholesale buyer. My packaging is recyclable packaging.
So yep. That's cool. You really like the community.
Yes, I try.
You're an animal lover?
I am an animal lover, and that also goes back to the product. My products are cruelty free, so there's no animal testing. There's over 40 different ways of testing a product for its sustainability without using animals.
Okay.
And then also, when you use products that are cruelty free, it helps with the environment as far as the rainforest, because the rainforest is chopped down to feed animals that are actually groomed for animal testing. So it's a whole cycle within the ecosystem that, with my products being sustainable.
So they get animals from the rainforest?
Well, they actually cut down the rainforest to raise animals
Oh.
to use for product testing in other countries.
I just thought they breed white rats with red eyes.
Oh my. Yeah, they do all kinds of things, but no, we don't participate in any animal cruelty at all.
Would you see somebody with a fur coat? Would you do a paint on them?
I wouldn't go that far, but even I have makeup brushes. They're also vegan.
Okay.
They're made of a synthetic nylon. Many people don't know that makeup brushes a lot of them are made with animal fur.
Okay.
Animal, yeah. So, and that also causes skin irritation if if you're having an allergy to animals.
Yeah.
So, a lot of people will use a makeup brush and then they start to form bumps or something. They don't realize that it's actually the physical brush. But we use a synthetic nylon that is specifically made for my makeup brushes.
Oh, that makes sense. Cause like my mother, she's allergic to animal, like fur. So they made from animal fur, like, and they put it. She put it on her face. Her face will break out.
Right.
Makes sense. Let's see. How do you balance being a CEO of LaMonique Cosmetics with your other roles and projects?
It's hard. I had to learn work-life balance. Just managing time management, having a good time management schedule, setting a calendar, and just blocking out spaces of time for certain things to get done. Like on Sundays, I'll create ads. Monday through Tuesdays, I'll double check inventory. I had to really buckle down on time management because it'll drive you crazy, Yes.
That's
And then
what I'm gonna do now. Yes.
yes, and you also need ample amount of sleep. Ample amount of rest is very important as well.
Because before I was a freelancer, so I take shifts randomly. So I can have a shift 3 weeks already planned, and then when 3 weeks come up, I go to that shift. But like if it started becoming very saturated, like I started having too many shifts, and then I had scheduled interviews. So now I gotta either pass the shift off to somebody else. Like through the day, I had to pass my shift to somebody else, so I could be here today.
Wow.
It was already planned in advance. So I took a full-time job at one location. So now I got a set schedule, and now I can actually plan
Right.
my day because it's not so random. I'm still gonna do the freelance because it pays more than a regular job. I could do a job for like $75 an hour from the,
Wow.
so it's ways better than that, but I don't have time to do both.
Right.
Let's see, and it also stops too. So I may have work for 3 months straight, and then I may not have worked at all. So me having a regular full-time job is better than me being freelance.
Right.
Can you share a sneak peek into any upcoming products and collaborations from LaMonique Cosmetics?
Well, I'm already scheduled for next year's Teen Choice Awards.
Oh wow!
So that's amazing. I'm excited about that. I'll be out in LA, and one of the newest products that I have, I actually am wearing it. It's a liquid holiday eyeshadow, and it has a glittery effect. But I do not use glitter.
I was gonna get to that.
Yes, I do not use cosmetic glitter.
I was gonna get to that. Why don't you use cosmetic glitter? Because it do look like glitter. I was about
Right,
to
it's very shiny. So they're tiny bits of light reflecting minerals.
Okay.
So they reflect the light, and it does look very glittery. But there's no glitter because glitter actually harms our ecosystem. It harms the aquatic ecosystem. It goes down our drains because glitter is nothing but tiny bits of plastic. So who wants plastic on their face anyway? Nobody really needs plastic. And then so when you wash it down your drain, it does have sharp edges, tiny sharp edges, and it just overall it's not healthy and it's not good for you.
Do you know about microplastics in food and stuff like that?
Yes, it's a lot of it in some of our toothpaste. But that's exactly what glitter is. It's a microplastic.
Are you vegan?
I wouldn't say I'm vegan. I'm health conscious.
Okay. What's your definition of health conscious?
I don't eat a lot of red meats, but I will indulge.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of red meat?
I like steak.
So no pork.
Every now and then I'll have bacon, but not often.
Yes, like same for me. I look at every ingredient. So I don't really eat candy no more, chips and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
If I do it, it's because I'm stuck at a job and I got nothing else. That's what's something to eat, like keep my head
Right.
something like that. But I try to stay away from that. I try not to eat no pork. But I do get caught up eating bacon, especially if you go to a Spanish restaurant or something like that. You get a big egg and cheese. They serve pork bacon, so I do eat stuff like that. But I don't eat no roast pork, nothing like that. I don't eat ham, nothing like that. But bacon's probably the only pork I do eat.
Right. I say enjoy yourself, just don't overindulge.
We talk a lot about Meta. Okay, how has being a member of the Executive Women's in Cosmetic impact your entrepreneurial journey?
Oh, it's amazing, that program. So, the Executive Women of Cosmetics, it's it's about 50,000 members globally. So there's women that work in the cosmetic field of all higher levels throughout the world, and you would be amazed at what some of our counterparts are doing overseas with products and trade fair products. So that has helped. I get a lot of assistance when I need guidance on certain products and things. It's a great community to work with.
Yeah, now looking up grants, I seen some, but like it was a lot. It was a lot. It wanted a lot to even apply for the grant. But I noticed women got a lot of grants for them that's very easy to get. 20 grand, 5 grand.
Well, I wouldn't say that they're easy to get.
But it's only for women though.
But because women overall have been, I don't want to say the underdog, but they've been less served, and so it also goes to not just women, but also certain groups of minorities as well. So those grants are trying to level the playing field, try to give us the ability to be equal and to try to keep our businesses thriving.
Yes, but a man can't be like, this grant is only for men. It would look crazy for them to say something like that.
Well, kind of, because men have, I guess I don't want to say that they've been more successful, but I think they've been given more of a privilege throughout corporate America overall.
Okay. I could agree with that.
Okay.
How many grants have you received, if you received any?
I received one.
One?
Yeah.
That's it? How long did it take you to get that one?
It was kind of a private investor who did it. Yeah.
Okay.
So it didn't.
Angel investor.
Yes, an angel investor. Yeah.
It's a little different from the question I asked you earlier. Can you share a memorable success story from your social media marketing efforts?
Well, I can't share a favorable moment. And I'm probably telling my age here, but there was a television show that used to come on TV years ago called Heart to Heart.
Okay, I remember that.
Okay, so we're on the same page here. And just meeting the actress from that show at one of the Hollywood events and having her wear my products was one of my favorite moments.
Do celebrities work with you a lot?
I meet a lot of celebrities. Let's just put it that way.
No, I know it's gonna get to Illuminati eventually, right?
Oh boy, I don't. That's something I stay away from. But I do participate every year in the Celebrity Bowling Game, which is held in Atlanta. It's a fundraiser for sickle cell, and just about the who's who of Atlanta high society is there, and it's it's a great feeling to be able to contribute, and give back. But all the other stuff, okay.
How's being a member of Executive Women's in Cosmetic impact your entrepreneurial journey?
So being a member it has a great impact on me and my business. I'm able to get a lot of help through that program. It's about 50,000 members globally. So I get to meet women from all over the world that work in the cosmetic field.
Okay. You saying something about celebrity bowling games?
Okay, so another part of giving back to the community is I participate in the Celebrity Bowl-a-thon in Atlanta once a year, and it's like the who's who of Atlanta is there. It's, a lot of football players, singers, actors, reality TV stars mostly, but it's a great way to give back to the community, and I like to, just going out there to participate.
That's cool. How do you freeze dry vitamin A, E, and D enhance to functionally of your products?
So, being as though the products have freeze dry vitamins, it helps with the skin. It helps to heal the skin and prevent it from outside environmental damage. So that helps it enhances the products that way.
Yeah, but how do you freeze dry it?
Well, that's what the cosmetic chemist is for.
Oh, okay. I never heard of freeze drying vitamin A, C, and D. Share a bit about your collaboration experience with other businesses in beauty industries.
All experiences are different, but most recently I collaborated with several other business members that are part of an elite business group that is run by Meta. And we have a holiday gift guide that we just produced. And I'm super happy about that because it's not just a holiday gift guide, but it can be used all year round to find great products from small business owners from all over the U.S.
When you do your pop-ups, do you get hundreds of thousands of people showing up?
I wouldn't say hundreds of thousands, but a few hundred show up. And then it all depends on the location. And, advertising plays a part in it as well. So, I started my very first pop-up shop when I did my product launch. It was hosted by Tara Wallace from Love and Hip Hop.
Okay.
So, it didn't bring out as many people as I thought, but it was successful overall. Okay. Yeah.
What impact do you see LaMonique Cosmetics will have on perception of clean beauty?
I think we have a huge impact on clean beauty. A lot of companies use the term clean, but their products do contain harmful preservatives. Mm-hmm. We were actually accepted into the Clean Beauty Box. So, and those products, before they're accepted, they're all the ingredients are looked into, they're tested, and, to make sure that they're actually true clean products.
How do you, is it a label, like a sticker or something that tell you what products are clean and whatnot, or you gotta? There's
been a lot of controversy about certain labeling, especially the cruelty-free bunny, which you have to pay for the right to use that yearly. My products are cruelty-free. I don't use the cruelty-free bunny, but I noticed that there are a lot of products that have that stamp that aren't certified. So you have to be really, you have to do your due diligence to check a lot of products. And sometimes it's hard, because there's a lot of deception in marketing, especially with, these larger brands. For years we've been using and eating stuff that's been harmful for us. But with great marketing, you look past a lot of things.
If it was for TikTok, we still be eating that stuff. LaMonique Cosmetics aim to go beyond beauty. How does the brand contribute to overall well-being and confidence of your users?
Well, I would love to become a household name,
Okay.
but I do keep reiterating the fact that we are clean beauty. The products are clinically tested. We are a brand that you can trust. We don't just talk about being a certain way. We live that way. You know that the brand itself, the products. They all have different attributes as far as being anti-microbial, and being hypoallergenic, excuse me. So I do want to, the consumers to know that I don't just talk about it. The products are actually what we say they are.
Okay. You mentioned Black Forbes earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So you on the Forbes list?
No, I haven't made the Forbes list, but the Black Forbes community, it's a community for Black entrepreneurs, and it's provided to us to help give us leverage, to help give us, a community where we can share ideas, creativity, and have meetings and meetings of the mind and things like that.
In your networking with other people, have it cause you mentioned something earlier, but have it ever like gone left, like you just had to block somebody?
Yes, I've had that. But everybody is on a different level during their entrepreneurial path. Some people aren't as professional as others. So, you can only give grace but so much, and you try to bring others up along with you. But there are some people that, you can't save everybody, you can't help everybody. So you have to be very, you know, particular about who you choose to help. And a lot of people don't want help. They want you to do the work for them. That's another thing, and that can be very difficult as well.
Yeah, I ran into that problem. People didn't want to do certain things, or being too nice to somebody, they took it the wrong way.
Yes.
And like I seen a post. It said it was a video actually on TikTok or Instagram. The post was, if people in England, if you hold the door for somebody, you just being nice and being polite. In America, if you hold the door for somebody, you like them. And that's, I'm like, my own experience, that's so true. Like, you could just do one nice thing for a female, and that's saying you make her uncomfortable because you like her, and really you have no plans of ever doing that with that girl. What trends do you foresee in the beauty industry, and how LaMonique Cosmetics positioning itself for the future?
I see more people buying clean beauty as they become more conscious of what they're putting on their skin.
Yes.
I do see more purchases in VR.
Okay.
I believe that, because right now you can go to my Instagram page and just click and you can purchase right from the photos. So I think that plays a big part in it as well. Just people having easy accessibility.
Okay.
Yeah, to shop. So I think those are some of the trends, some of the things that are happening now that's going to continue to happen, and especially moving on with VR, just being able to purchase. And actually, my website is pretty unique because you can try on the products before you purchase it. So you can try on the different lipstick colors and see how they look.
I see your Lotus thing and this lipstick going on. Let me check this. Okay, we were talking about pop-ups. Can you share a memorable pop-up event experience that has significant impact on you?
Oh, one of the greatest pop-ups was just this year, the Mother's Day. Actually, it was in March for Women in Business Month. I was able to set up shop in the American Dream Mall.
Okay.
In New Jersey by the Meadowlands. It's a very popular mall. And it's super huge. It's fairly new as well. Lots of customers, hundreds of customers. So that was a great experience, just being in the mall.
Your market, it tends to younger people or older people or both?
Both. It's so I have a range of products. My lipsticks and my lip glosses tend to the younger generation tend to navigate towards that. But then my foundations, which are used, a lot of older women, they use it to cover up rosacea, sunspots,
Okay.
things to that nature. But I do have a few younger people that wear it as well.
Did any like movie studios ask you to provide makeup?
That's a good question. I'm in talks with someone that I have my fingers
Yeah.
crossed for next year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I plan on doing that too. Have a whole makeup section,
Mhm.
wardrobe and everything. Cause I plan on like just in case we go past an hour, we can
Mhm.
change our clothes and stuff like that.
Right.
Um, and we can do hair and stuff like that. Well, that's the future.
Right.
Okay, your social media strategies has been successful. Can you share a significant moment where social media played a significant role in expanding your business, your brand?
So social media plays a big role. Um, Being able to connect my Instagram
Yeah.
shop to my Facebook shop to my WhatsApp, being able to set up a catalog on WhatsApp and advertise from there, uh, to reach just people, just about, you can reach people anywhere. And that helps because even retailers see that, wholesalers, people
Mhm.
that want contracts, beauty supplies, spas, so social media is amazing and it does play a big role in the success of my business.
It's amazing. So like if you um if you was to market to men, do you think men buy your products?
I can honestly say that I do have male customers. I
Uh,
do.
is this low, high?
It's lower. It's on the lower end, but we're an all-inclusive brand, so it doesn't matter what the person's preferences. As if they're a customer, they're a
Yeah.
customer. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not talking about like makeup and stuff like lipstick and nothing like that. I'm just talking about like I seen a video. It was an Asian guy.
Mhm.
He's like, I'm going on a trip. He said, but in the airport, girls gonna be looking. He said, so you gotta make sure you shop. And he did a whole lot, but he looked like a Barbie doll at the end, like a porcelain doll. Like his face was so shiny, straight, no wrinkles. He had no
Right.
facial hair,
Right.
like so stuff like that. I'm trying to say.
Right. Well, we did have a men's line of products,
Okay.
which was owned by my son. Unfortunately, he was being bullied for having a business, being so young, and there were a lot of issues that arise with that. So we stopped for now.
Mm-hmm.
But his products did very well. So every year he participated in the Angelman Syndrome soiree, which is spearheaded by actor Colin Farrell. So we were able to participate in that and, give back to the foundation as well as make sales.
Okay. Now my last question is: if you had to say something to your users or future users of your
Hmm.
product, what would you say to them?
I would definitely say thank you for one. Thank you for your patronage, for using the brand. But just know that my products, when we say that they're clean beauty, they are clean. They're non toxic, hypoallergenic, they're paraben free. Parabens contribute to hormone and endocrine disruptors. Everything that you do put in your skin does affect the body. We do not contain any of those, and parabens have also been connected to skin cancer. So that's one of the major reasons why we make sure that they aren't included in the products, as well as unnecessary preservatives. You can reach me on social media at LaMonique Cosmetics. I am on Instagram. I am on Facebook. The website as well is lamoniquecosmetics.com.
Thank you for watching Uncultured Truth Podcast. Please follow my friend, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and leave a timestamp of your favorite moment. Thank you.